Box of Wisdom is a reservoir of my reflections from day of learning that will stay with me forever. Hi, I am Yashika Chopra and I believe that every experience brings us a lesson. So let's dig in the box of wisdom which I created. It includes the traits which I learned during the day of National Day of Truth and Reconciliation. Let's get started. It states empathy. So the first lesson that hit me was empathy. After listening to the stories of struggle, pain and perseverance, I understood that empathy is not about understanding the pain, it's about feeling it. It's about putting ourselves in the shoes of others. Hearing from Victor Patty, I felt the trauma faced by indigenous communities. I understood that empathy is the first step towards connection. It allows us to build the gap between understanding and compassion. Oh, so it says healing. So during the blanket exercise, I was given the role of residential school survivor. By taking part in that, I understood the profound need of healing. So healing takes time and sometimes wounds are really deep. But once we start healing, so we heal not as individuals but as communities. So the next trait that I learned is forgiveness. Forgiveness is really very important and it's not about erasing the past, it's about making peace with it. Forgiveness is important not for others but for ourselves. It is really a form of freedom. So the next essential trait that I have inculcated is hope. Hope helps us to shine even in the dark times. It gives us strength to dream and to make a world where every voice is heard. From the resilience of indigenous people to the community that is created today, it's all about hope that has brought us forward. It gives us strength to keep on moving when the road is challenging and difficult. Even John Green stated that if your mind says that there's no hope, there is. Just believe in yourself. So the next important trait that every human being must possess is being humble. Worthington stated that humility is a virtue. Being humble is all about understanding that we all are humans and we don't know everything. We should learn from the experiences of others, especially those who are silenced and overlooked. Talking about indigenous people, their strength and wisdom lies with the connection of their land. So we all should learn about their culture with open heart and mind. So that's all the Lord wants from us, to act justly and to love mercy and to walk humbly with your God. So I just hope that we all follow that in our lives as well. So I know what's in there and it's the very important thing that we all must keep in mind. It states that every child matters. After listening to the painful stories of residential schools, I understood that voice and well-being of every child must be a priority. I, being a servant leader, have always made sure and will continue to keep in mind that every child gets an environment which is safe for him or her to learn, grow and flourish. After all, it's our responsibility to uplift and keep the next generation safe. So before coming to the end of the video, I'll like to share the ways in which I'll teach my children about the indigenous communities. I'll try to include experiential learning, role play and storytelling as the key component in my classroom. Apart from that, I'll also try to celebrate the historical days and honor indigenous alumni and most importantly follow all the traditional protocols. So from the box of wisdom, now it becomes wall of wisdom, and I'll keep on adding the lessons that I learned during my life on this wall. So one thing that I have learned is that learning requires patience and time. It was also stated by Ministry of Education and Childcare. I hope that each one of us find ways to reflect on these values, and I also wish that our learning never ends and neither does the opportunity to grow. Thank you for watching, and remember that in every mistake there is a lesson to learn. It can change the way you see the world. Until next time.
Thanks, yeah.